things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
Fourth down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda, move and be moved.
Arena, we close in on tip. UCLA meets Utah State. Mick Cronin, known for his defense. We caught up with him, and he expects a very tough matchup from a different defense posed by the Aggies.
They're a high-efficiency offensive team, 17th in the country. They've had an unbelievable year at Utah State in Jarrett's first year, so it's going to be an interesting game. We're a man-to-man team, as you know, trying to be physical and aggressive versus their matchup zone.
And we'll see how that indeed plays out as we take a look at our keys to the game, sponsored by Realtors. Buying a home can be a lot, but with the ethical expertise of a realtor, you don't have to do it alone. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. All right, my man, LaFonso Ellis, let's get it going. The 10 seed at-large entrant out of the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies.
Yeah, when you're playing against an elite defense, you've got to be able to play ahead of the defense, which means Utah State's got to get out in transition, play in the open floor, put the pressure on that transition defense, which leads to the second key for Utah State, being able to knock down the three ball. They shoot 37% from three on 9 made threes per game. And for UCLA, they've got to disrupt the rhythm of the offense of the Utah State Aggies. So rhythmic in their off-ball screens, on-ball screens, movement without the basketball. It's got to be physical and run them off their lines. And secondly, UCLA's got to control that defensive glass, because if you can control the glass, you can keep them out of transition.
And we'll see how that plays out as we check the starting lineup, sponsored by Cintas. Workdays are better when you partner with Cintas. Keep your team protected, prepared, and looking great. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. The 10 seed Utah State Aggies, 26-7 on the year, went 15-5 in the Mountain West. They have won 10 of their last 15. They go with 3 guards, a wing, and a forward. In the backcourt, Mason Falslev, the top thief in the Mountain West, top 10 in the NCAA, also scores 15 a game, second best on this ball club. Their best scorer is first-team All-Mountain West performer Ian Martinez. Time in Maryland and Utah, now in Logan, Utah. Double figures in 36 straight games. Only Cam Jones and Marquette a better active run entering this tournament. Dayton Albury, 56% shooter from the field, 48 from deep. He can go 0 to 100 really fast, per his head man, Jared Calhoun. Tucker Anderson, last year at Central Arkansas, was an elite shooter. He was the ASUN Freshman of the Year. Could he be due? 29% this year with Utah State. And Carson Templin, outstanding rebounder, particularly on the offensive glass. Top 5 of the Mountain West at 6'8". Calhoun in his first year at Utah State, his first NCAA tournament as a head coach. Utah State, the second team ever to make 3 straight big dances under 3 different non-interim head coaches. Ryan Odom, Danny Sprinkle, Calhoun. Southern Illinois did it. Bruce Weber, Matt Painter, Chris Lowry in the early 2000s. The 7th-seed UCLA Bruins, 22-10 on their year. They've won 11-15. They went 13-7 to 4th place in the Big Ten Conference. They go 3 guards, 2 forwards. In the backcourt, Dylan Andrews, a team-high 99 dimes, outstanding assist-to-turnover number. That's dominant on the team. Kobe Johnson, the rare move from USC to UCLA. He's their leading rebounder at 6'6", gets 6 caroms a contest. Sky Clark, Louisville import, led Louisville at 13 points per a season ago, a 38% shooter from outside. Third-team All-Big Ten man Tyler Bilodeau leads them at 13.5 points per. He was brought in from Oregon State. And Eric Daly Jr., Oklahoma State transfer, 40% from deep. In his last 5 games, 9 for 16. Mick Cronin in his 6th year way out west. Missed the big dance a year ago. His Bruins in the tournament, though, for the 4th time in 5 years. Took them to at least the second weekend, each of the first 3, including that run to the 2021 Final Four.
Boy, Johnny Juzang and those guys were absolutely incredible. You talk about a rhythmic offense. Man, they could really stick it.
Our officials, Doug Sermons, Steven Anderson, Kevin Brill. Utah State in navy with white lettering and numerals, silver trim. Utah State in caps across the chest. UCLA in white tops and shorts with gold and blue trim, and the blue lettering and numerals UCLA etched across the chest. Time now for the opening tip, sponsored by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Bilodeau to the right, Templin to the left. The ball back tapped by UCLA, controlled by Clark. He leaves for Dylan Andrews. We're underway. UCLA ball in the front court left. Ball is flying on the perimeter early. Double in the left corner. Bounce to Andrews. Reverse onto the far right for Sky Clark. He dumps down the wing for Kobe Johnson. Snap to Andrews. Fake a pass left. Establish the dribble. 11 to shoot. Picks up the pound. A leave on high for Eric Daly Jr. He is hounded. He drives. Kick right corner. Rhythm three. Dylan Andrews got it. 3 on the timer. 3-0 UCLA.
Eric Daly able to get deep penetration against that zone. Force that opposite wing to have to come to the basketball and able to make that pass. Dylan Andrews drills that corner three.
Ball slip controls at the logo front court right for Utah State. Down 3-zip, 45 seconds gone. Ian Martinez comes to the ball. One-handed shove as he flips it to ball slip. Leave up top for Templin, spin to face, 5 to shoot. Probing on the right wing, picks up the pound, needs help, 3 to shoot, has to hoist near the horn. In and out. Poked in the air, tracked down by Utah State, Tucker Anderson. Reverse the ball, Martinez, left wing 3, got it! Mason Folslev able to connect, and it's tied at 3.
Because of the offensive rebounds, UCLA was scrambling and able to find him on the left wing, and he knocks that 3 down.
Bad diagonal pass picked off by Folslev in transition. He kicks out of the left wing, Martinez, up the wing, Anderson for 3, got it! Utah State consecutive triples in just 15 seconds of game time.
Utah State able to create offense off of their defense and play in transition, which is one of our keys to the game.
UCLA beats pressure. 2-touch passes into the front court left. Bruins, Clark, left wing. Quick 3 on the way. Dylan Andrews got it. It's a 3-point contest, and it's tied at 6.
Double team on the weak side created an open angle for a skip pass, and he steps into yet a second 3 in this game.
Albury leaves for ball slip, curls near right. Templin cuts to the cup, size advantage. He gets tripped up, no call. Lead left Albury up top. Martinez for 3. Little short off iron. Rebound Kobe Johnson, UCLA. He flips it to Sky Clark. Trouble on the transfer. Feed to Bilodeau. Left side Johnson. Striding right, give left, rhythm 3 for Daly, a little short. Rebound, Folslev, Utah State. Utah State content to run a little bit. Folslev, zigzag, bad pass, picked off, 2-on-1 to UCLA. Dylan Andrews threads the needle to Daly, layup left hand, soft kiss off the window, 8-6 UCLA.
Yeah, really soft pass over to the wing, allowed the defender to jump in the passing lane, and 2-on-1 in transition, UCLA able to take advantage.
That is our first field goal make that's not a 3 between the two teams. Outside left to the front court right, Albury. 2 subs to the table for Utah State. Now a third. Templin trying to post. Comes and screens from Martinez. Right wing 3. Rim and glass miss. Weak side Kobe Johnson, UCLA. Up the floor. Leave right, fake right, drive left. Daly kick. Johnson 3. Rim and glass miss. Templin inside position. Couldn't handle the loose ball. It ricochets out of bounds. Our officials converge on possession. And it will be Utah State ball.
But this game is being played at a very quick pace, and I think over the balance of this game, that's in favor of Utah State because they love to be able to get up and down, create offense off of their defense because they force a ton of turnovers. One of the best teams in the country at scoring off of turnovers.
Utah State, Drake Allen, who is subbed in, brings it up. Dexter Cano into the game, and Alvin Gadarezzi. Martinez doubled briefly up top. He drives, has to shield the ball. He's triple teamed. Kick to Folslev, up fake. He drives, floater mid lane is no good. He gets the rebound. Folslev, strong putback, rolls away. Loose, controlled by UCLA. Man is physical. Folslev gets the steal, goes reverse, and gets fouled. He just took it out of the hands of Bilodeau.
The inability right now of UCLA to control the backboard. Utah State has been active and more physical and quicker to the basketball to start this game.
Foul to Eric Daly Jr., his first. John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis here at our Granger broadcast position. Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Gain a winning edge for your business with Granger. Get fast delivery of industrial-grade supplies to help keep your operations going when you call 1-800-GRANGER or click Granger.com. Front-end free throw is good for Folslev. 16:28 to go in the first. It's 8-7 UCLA.
Yeah, he's really raised his level of play, averaging about 15 points a game over the season, but 18 points a game over his last 3. Does a little bit of everything for the Aggies.
His weakness, though, he's not a good free throw shooter. It can be very streaky. After a make, he hits the second. He literally had the yips at one point during the year. They brought in former Utah State head coach Con Smith, who had worked with Michael Jordan and the wrist action of free throws to try to get him sharper.
No one better.
UCLA to the other end. And a bad pass taken away by Falslip. It's a 2-on-2. He leaves for a trailer. Drake Allen up fake on the left wing. Puts it on the deck. Now picks up the pound. Feed top of the arc for Gattaretzi. He's defended by the giant Adai Mara, who has subbed in at 7'3". Looking for space, 12 to shoot. And it's poked free into the backcourt. Track down Utah State, 8 to shoot. Allen driving, kick into the right wing. 3-ball on the way. No good. Martinez rimmed twice. And it's controlled by UCLA. Here's Dylan Andrews up the floor, right to left. Over 4 minutes gone, tied at 8. UCLA, Utah State. Mara puts it on the deck with the left hand. Has it knocked free, taken away by Falslip. Mara reset, give onto the right wing. Dylan Andrews three, in and out. Loose ball tipped by Martinez, out of bounds. Bruin ball. Here's the timeout of the court, sponsored by Rocket. Own the dream. 15:31 to go first half. It's all even. 8 apiece, Utah State, UCLA. For the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
People always ask me, Guy, why are you so confident? And I tell them because I shop for a used car with Carfax. Why Carfax? Because I was able to pause for the facts. What kind of facts? Used car facts. Facts. Like which car has been in a reported accident, which ride has the best value, facts. Which car will have me feeling so confident that I'll just turn up the radio facts. And roll down the windows facts. And belt out show tunes, knowing full well that I cannot sing. Facts. Carfax is the answer. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
There's nothing more defeating than a bracket busted during the first few rounds. Clearly, you didn't have the right stats and data to make the right pick. Don't make the same mistake with hiring for your small business. Find top-tier talent in the right place with LinkedIn. LinkedIn has professionals you can't find anywhere else, including those who aren't actively looking for a new job, but might be open to the perfect role. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
Tyler Reddick here from 2311 Racing. Looking for fast fun? Go for a spin at Chumba Casino. Racing's fast, but Chumba takes it up a notch. Nothing beats the rush of those high-speed spins. Big thrills, daily bonus boosts, action-packed games. Chumba's got it all to keep you in the fast lane. Ready to race? Let's Chumba. Pit stop at ChumbaCasino.com and play today.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
Sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. The 7th-seed UCLA Bruins, they swept Oregon. They swept USC. They beat Arizona, Gonzaga, Michigan State. They won at Northwestern, at Indiana, and versus Ohio State back in the big dance for the first time in a couple of years. For Utah State, 26 wins on the year. And they were comeback kids multiple times on the season. They rallied from down 18 to top San Diego State, got a true road win against an AP-ranked team. From 17 to beat Fresno State by 13 against Boise State. UCLA ball front court left, 20 to shoot, 15:31 to go in this first half. No clean look. A lob to Bilodeau is tipped, nearly taken away, tracked down by the Bruins and Kobe Johnson. Tied at 8. Johnson pass to Clark. Bilodeau trying to post, wants it. Falslip trying to front. Clark calls for a screener. Mara comes to him. Feed Clark. Cuts to the cup to NJ.
Yeah, when he threw that ball to Mara, all of a sudden his defender turned his head to look at the basketball, and he made a beautiful diagonal cut to the rim. And what a beautiful find.
Aggressive defense. Kobe Johnson tried to intercede a pass. Bounce for Falslip. Held him for a foul. So a sub as Martinez comes out. He hasn't quite been in rhythm. Dayton Albury is back in. He had started the game. UCLA puts Lazar Stefanovic in for his first minutes, along with Sebastian Mack.
Yeah, the X factors for this UCLA team, Scott Clark is one of them, and Dylan Andrews is the other. Those two have combined for 8 points in this game. That's huge for UCLA.
Lob entry, Gatorezzi up top. Feed right for Acano. Puts it on the deck, driving on Bilodeau. Slams on the brakes, double comes, couple of bigs. Has to pass out of it. Reset up top, Gatorezzi. False slip circles to him. Up fake, toss right Acano, and he coughs it up, turns it over to Bilodeau. Lead for Clark, he races up the floor. Toss right for Mack, fresh to the fray. Mara tried to post, Gatorezzi 3/4, or at least attempts to. They dump to Mara, he's immediately doubled. On high, it's Clark, up fake, he drives closer. Wraparound rhythm, Stefanovic right wing for three, no. Rebound Foslev, who's been all over the floor. Albury sees a seam, he drives right down the lane on a triple team, and he lays it in. Right through three UCLA defenders, tied at 10.
No one from UCLA stopped the basketball, and that's how he was able to get a quick angle to the right side of the rim.
Clark, who's been explosive, circles against Albury. Lob to Mara, mid-lane. Double comes. He feels the pressure, holding a right foot pivot. Good pass, fall away. Off the right block is there for Stefanovic.
Stefanovic doing a really nice job of moving along the baseline, relocating, and a really nice pass by Mara to finish over the top.
Aggie ball front court right. Acano. Near right side. Snaps it to Falslip between the rings. A lead for Albury. Pawed at by Clark. Bumped by Mara on a switch. He's got the big. Gatorezzi wide open left block. They don't see him. Allen up top. 8 to shoot. Allen defended by Mara. Help from Mack. Toss right corner. Out of bounds. Acano had already cut. 3 seconds on the timer. They turn it over.
Well, on that ball screen, UCLA's guard's doing a really nice job, Sky Clark, of putting his hands up and forcing that to be a looping pass, and that's what caused that to go out of bounds.
UCLA up the floor, right to left. Mick Cronin in a nice suit with fancy shoes. Jared Calhoun essentially wearing sweatpants. Very different look. Lob to Mara, left side of the paint. Look up top, Stefanovic, right side, Clark for three. Got it. And he looks clean at this game start. It's 15-10 UCLA.
Able to get dribble penetration, draw 2 to the basketball, and force that zone to scramble. That's how he was able to get that wide open look.
3 subs to the table for Utah State. Albury defended aggressively by Clark. Handoff Falslip. Look middle for Drake Allen. He's given some space by Sebastian Mack. Right side of Cano. Mara has him as a big step back 3 over the 7-3 man. A bad brick off glass, rebound UCLA. And a chin and spin. Gatorezzi tried to reach in and fouled Mack.
Ever since Adai Mara for UCLA came into the basketball game, UCLA has been able to control the defensive backboard, and that was an advantage for Utah State earlier in this game. That's a really good chess move by Mick Cronin.
Now to Gatorezzi, his first. 12:52, clock rolls, second half. UCLA the ball in a 15-10 lead. Clark into the front court left. Picks up the dribble, looks for Stefanovic. High post, it's Mara. Back to the basket, establishes dribble. Double comes, passes out of it. Stefanovic to Bilodeau. He's doubled left block. Flips out of it. Stefanovic for three, a little short. Rebound Templin back in for Utah State. Albury glides up the floor. Allen asking for it. Instead of forced down the drain of the lane, taken away. Stolen cleanly by Stefanovic. Up the floor for Mack. Bilodeau wants it left block. They give to Mara, right side Clark. Up fake, Bilodeau right corner. Up fake, flick to Clark. Allen closes out quickly. Lob right corner, Stefanovic dumped down low. Bilodeau, spin, hang and hit. Rattles home, 17-10.
UCLA is doing a really nice job of moving without the basketball, and when 2 go on the basketball, they're cutting to the basket and able to find easy looks over the top. Well done there.
7-0 run, issue with the left contact for the Utah State top scorer, Ian Martinez. He's being given a moment now. It looks like he's going to sub out. Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Falslip is back. Martinez has not been in rhythm, and Utah State hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. Aggies in the front court right. Allen outside left. Templin ball screen right. He rolls with it. Give left. 3-ball. Fresh off the bench. 3-ball miss. Tucker Anderson. Rebound weak side. Falslip. Drop step strong. Banker good. Falslip has been intense.
Really has long shots lead to long rebounds, and Falslip able to find an angle to the front of the rim, a little shot fake, and then up and in on the right side of the basket.
He is 7 of the Aggies, 12. Clark has been smooth. Stefanovic bounce pass. Bilodeau rhythm baseline or free throw line jumper is good. 19-12.
Yeah, 2 of the defenders went to Stefanovic, and he made a beautiful little bounce pass to Bilodeau, who knocks down the 15-footer from the foul line.
Allen brings it up. Utah State scores 81 a game, tamed to 12 with 11 minutes to go in this first half. Nifty crossover, Falsland, great wraparound to Templin, puts it up, good, and one. And that was all Falsland setting up his big for a chance at a three-point play. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Foul to Stefanovic, his first. Your score, it's 19-14. UCLA leads Utah State. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
It's time for the Coles fact of the game. The UCLA head man, Mick Cronin, 53 years young. He is the youngest active head coach with at least 500 career Division I wins. That's the fact of the game. Sponsored by Coles. Make this spring a stylish one with on-trend looks for every occasion when you shop at Coles, Coles.com, where families come first. 11:07 to go in this first half. It's 19-14. UCLA leads Utah State. Big foul before the break. Lazar Stefanovic. It is his first. 3 fouls on UCLA, 1 on Utah State, and 1 free throw try to come for Templin.
Yeah, Dymar, I thought, came off the bench and did a really nice job, not only controlling the defensive backboard, but they used him as a facilitator, getting him the basketball at the foul line area, and he made some terrific passes on the backside to create easy offense for UCLA. And I've said it to you before, when Dylan Andrews and Sky Clark, they don't need to score 20 each, but when they can combine for 20 points, it makes the offensive attack for UCLA go so much more smoothly. Those two have combined for 11 points in this game so far.
8 assists on 8 buckets for UCLA. Utah State only has 3 dimes, and they're top 10 of the country in assists. Templin line right and 1 free throw in the air. Rim, miss, rebound, Bilodeau. It is Bruin ball up 5. And Utah State with its first different pressure. Max sees it, goes middle for Bilodeau. Look left for Clark, back up top for Mack. What are they showing here defensively?
This is that matchup zone that they like to play. They've been trapping the wings and the corners.
Clark on the right wing, bumped by Allen, 8 to shoot. Backs out, look to Daly, toss left for Mack, 5 to shoot. Stefanovic, baseline, long 2 is true, and a whistle off ball.
Lazar Stefanovic is doing a really nice job of relocating from one side to the other. That time he went from the right side of the floor to the left side of the floor while the zone was shifted to the right side. Ball reversal, he's wide open, knocks down a 15-footer.
Foul to Daly, that is his second. Comes with 10:40 to go in this first half. He is the Bruins' second leading scorer, 4th leading rebounder, who's been really hot from 3.
And can really stick it. 9 of 16 from 3 over his last 5 games, 56%.
Templin up top, trying to swing and create space against the sub, William Kyle III. Doesn't play a whole lot. On the drive, Albury hang against Bilodeau. Shot short, loose, won by Templin. Putback rattles home, 21-16.
Because of Bilodeau challenging that shot in the painted area, the opposite big can get to the front of the rim, and that's exactly what Carson Templin did there.
UCLA just crosses with 21 on the timer. Clark with Martinez ready to sub in. His first action since the contact issue in his left eye. Stefanovic outside right front court left. 10 to shoot. Left wing Mack into the corner. Clark up fake. Bad pass picked off easily by Drake Gowan. 4 on 3. Transition 2. Bad brick off glass. Rebound Stefanovic. Foul. And for a team that normally plays pretty, that looked ugly.
It did. He never got his feet set to get into that shot, and he wasn't behind the foul line, so it would have been a long two. The pressure defense and how physical UCLA has been defensively has really disrupted the offensive rhythm of Utah State.
Foul to Tucker Anderson, his first. Bruin ball right to left. Albury fronting the most aggressive full court we've seen from Utah State. Trying to trap in the backcourt. 2 passes to get it across. Mack, feed right. Stefanovic drives past 2. Leave inside. 2-hand jam for Kyle.
Another opportunity for UCLA off the dribble penetration, drawing 2 to the basketball, and a nice cut on the backside, and an easy finish for William Kyle.
He was the defensive player of the year in the Summit when he started for South Dakota State. Falslip, deep 3, hits heel. Rebound Templin. He finds Falslip. Aggressive drive, lays it home. He just darts to the rim. And there's a right sneaker issue untied for the Bruin Sebastian Mack. Later on, we'll select the play of the day, sponsored by Old Spice. Stinking places beyond your pits. Old Spice is you covered. Total body deodorant. 24/7 freshness from pits to toes with daily use. 23-18, the UCLA lead. 9:08 to go in this first half. Bruins up the floor right to left. Between the rings is Dylan Andrews. Look left for Stefanovic. Pops a hesitant 3. In and out. Back tapped out by Mara, who has subbed in. Tracked down tight sideline Andrews. Bruins ball. Sebastian Mack, 2 touch passes. Right corner, Kobe Johnson. Feed up top to Mack. Reluctant 3. Bad brick. Rebound. Briefly, Mara. Whistle and foul. Mara's just so big. Utah State's having a lot of trouble.
He's continuing to make a huge impact on this game. We've seen him on the defensive glass. We've seen him as a facilitator. Now he's on the offensive glass as well.
Now the foul goes to Templin, who is 6'8", is grossly outsized by the 7'3" center. Templin subs out. And it looks like Gatorezzi is back in at 6'11". Can he answer? Baseline trigger. 20 on the timer. It's Mara who leaves for the inbounder. Dylan Andrews. Probing dribble. Step back 2. Off iron miss. Weak side Kobe Johnson just slammed Falslip down to the ground, but he inadvertently knocked the ball out of play. Aggie ball. And I think Johnson got poked in the eye. He is squinting that right eye, jogging up the floor. Yeah. Bilodeau subs back in.
I've liked this combo of UCLA with Mara and Bilodeau. Bilodeau, 6'10", can shoot it a little bit from the free throw line area, can post. They've really played well together so far in this game.
Aggies up the floor left to right. Albury lob near right side to Ian Martinez. He has no points, 17.5 a game on the year, tops for the Aggies. Falslip, great fire to Albury on a backdoor cut. He dribbles out, 14 to shoot. Lob to Gatorezzi. Kick to Albury for 3. Short. Long rebound. Kobe Johnson, far corner Bruins. 8:10 to go. First half. 23-18 UCLA. Bilodeau asks for the ball. Baseline J right side. No good. Rebound ripped down by Falslip. His intensity is contagious. Threads the needle. Gatorezzi in transition. Lays it home. Oh, what a beautiful dime 3-point game.
When they've been able to rebound the basketball and get out in transition, they've been able to get some cleaner looks. They're going to have to continue to do that against this tough defense of UCLA's.
Mara mid-lane, Gatorezzi trying to deny help from Martinez, turns him over. Albury on the sprint, spinning in the lane, lays it up and in. It's a 1-point game.
Albury is a one-man fast break.
0 to 100 in a blink for his head man. Kobe Johnson looking for an answer. Feeds Mack. Dump to Mara. Back to the basket. Gatorezzi. Spinning. Nice gets past him for a dunk. Oh, brilliant move. 25-22.
Folks, a little back dribble there to meet the defender. drop step to the baseline and then a little step through and dunked it on the left side. That was impressive.
He's 7'3", high-waisted, looks a little awkward, but so deceptive.
So deceptive.
Albury up top to fall slip, up fake, paw that hard, and he wants it. He greets it. Seems to have a gash on his right knee. I think there's blood dripping out of it. Gattaretzi, top of the arc. Martinez, three-quartered hard. He gets spent on the bounce. 6 to shoot. Fall slip, top of the key, 3. Off fire to miss. Tucker Anderson rebound. Utah State ball. He circles. Give to fall slip, top of the arc. Lob right, Martinez. Dumped down to Gattaretzi. Spinning a face against Mara. Drives end line on him. Up fake, reverse. Rejected by Mara and clean taken away. His length is huge. Andrews to the other end. Clark to the table. Mack shielding, driving, splitting a double. Shot off. Albury rebound, Utah State. 6:14 first half. Aggies down 3. Albury toss Martinez. Right wing 3. No good. Long rebound goes to fall slip at Utah State. He just seems instinctual with where the ball is.
He really does.
Gattaretzi toss left for Albury. Martinez top of the arc. Threads the needle, Gattaretzi. Great up fake, got Bilodeau in the air, and he crashed down hard. And then spun to the floor. That's a foul on Bilodeau, who got the worst of it.
Yes, that pump fake by Gattaretzi was able to get him up in the air, but I'm so glad that he fell in a right position because you can really get injured that play.
Timeout on the court. Your score, UCLA 25, Utah State 22. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center,
What's up, insiders, basketball fans all over the world? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today during March Madness. Oh man, we're having so much fun. We've got streams going for every single game of the tournament. We're tracking our brackets. It's a lot of fun in the chat. Please chat it up. Hit that like button down below and share this link out. That's going to be the best way to bring more basketball fans here to the chat. And we're already seeing thousands of fans come into the first stream of 16 on Thursday. I'm going to let Joe take it home. We appreciate you being here.
This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So like, subscribe, and share, because every click impacts SickKids' mission to heal the future.
Jills. Barbasol.
It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Let's check the schedule of tournament games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by the 2027 X15 engine from Cummins, featuring better fuel efficiency, immense power, and backed by 25-plus years of experience. The 2027 X15 is built to rise above the challenges of tomorrow. The X15, forever rising. Our 2 games Saturday here in Lexington. We'll see the 9 Creighton take on the 1 seed in Auburn, and the 2 seed Tennessee will face the victor of this affair. The 10 Utah State, the 7 UCLA. UCLA with the lead, 25-22, 5:52 to go in the first half. What do you see?
What I'm seeing is UCLA's doing a terrific job defensively in keeping the basketball in front and keeping them out of rotation. So now all of a sudden the 3 quality that Utah State is getting is very poor. But Utah State early on was keeping them in it. Half of their points have come off of offensive rebound putbacks, 11 of their 22. So they got to continue to stay on that glass. But they've got to play faster, John. They're playing a little bit too slow. And if they continue to play in the half court, that's advantage UCLA because they have the 17th most efficient defense in the country.
11-2, the second chance points favor Utah State. Rebounds 15-11 Utah State with Mason Falslev 9 points and 7 boards by himself. That's Gatorezzi line right. Foul to Bilodeau is first before the break. Bruins have 5, Aggies have 3. Each has to use it or lose it. Front end free throw in the air and good.
Gatorezzi, the Stetson transfer, spent 3 years there. He's a screener, offensive rebound, scores off lobs and dishes. Not a three-point threat, but he stays on that offensive glass.
Subpar free throw man, 57% on the year, 59.5 on his 4-year career. Second is in the air, rim, glass, and a miss. Rebound, Bilodeau, falling out of bounds, able to play it to Kobe Johnson, Bruin ball. 5:45, clock rolls first half. Bruins by 2, 25-23. The zone shown by Utah State. Johnson, lob to Mara, left block, floats it up, a little short, rebound to Albury. Here comes Utah State with a chin-high pound. He resets. Great pass, Martinez for a dunk, rejected by Mara. Gatorezzi has it tied up. Whistle, jump ball. It'll be Aggie possession.
Well, what a luxury UCLA has, because anytime any of the guards make a mistake, you have a 7'3" dominant shot blocker on the backside who erases all mistakes.
And Mara, 45 blocks to lead the team, 4th best in the Big Ten. He fronts with his 7'3" length. High lob intended for Falslev. He wins it. Playing DB against Johnson. Down the lane. Shot rejected by Mara. UCLA, Kobe Johnson on the run. Slams on the brakes. Finds Clark. Back to Johnson. Reset to Mara up top. He lobs left to Andrews. Fake left, drive right. Mara trying to post, gets fed. Backing in, turnaround hook with the left hand. Throwback game, 27-23.
Adad Mara is controlling this game on both ends of the floor. Shot blocking, rebounding on one side, scoring and facilitating on the other.
Nobody in the Mountain West makes more threes than the Aggies, 9 a game. They're 2 of 12. They haven't hit a field goal period in 2.5 minutes. 27-23 UCLA. Screen right, Albury rolls with it. Feed to Martinez. He has not gotten going. Defended by the smaller Clark. Puts it on the deck. Tries to drive on it. Picks it up. 3 seconds. Kick to Albury. Has to hoist. Pass down low. Falslev hits as the timer went red.
Albury able to get in the gap there and saw a little daylight on the baseline and able to find Falslev, who quickly scores it over the top.
Greg Gallen to sub in for Utah State. Zone more extended. Bilodeau high post. Lob left Johnson. To his right. Feed right for Dylan Andrews. Dribble left hand waist high. 10 to shoot. Defended by Falslev. Gives no ground. Picks up the pound. Toss right for Clark in front of the Utah State bench. 3 seconds. Contested 3 behind a Mara screen is good. He gave him that little sliver of a window. 30-25.
Yeah, a little inside out dribble, and then Mara set a little screen, creating no airspace for him to get that shot off. Sky Clark off to a terrific start in this game.
Templin ready to sub in. Martinez comes to the ball. He's got no points, 0 of 5 shooting. Acano outside right, under 4 to go in the first. UCLA by 5. Gatorezzi, top of the arc. Finds Martinez. Clark all over him. Albury up top. Trying to drive on the big and Mara. Feed right Martinez. Up fake. Drives closer. Spinning. Has it knocked free. Taken away by the Bruins. Ahead of the field is Andrews. Goes up and fouled hard by Albury. That's a clean foul. Not dirty, but he said you're not getting a bucket. Timeout on the court. 3:23 to go in the first. It's UCLA 30, Utah State 25. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, That's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
So, your small business is outgrowing your garage. You could go online, find a space, and get catfished. Or you could work with an agent who's a realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
College Sports Radio is your home for the NCAA tournament.
For the win, it's good!
Hear reaction all day long on SiriusXM Channel 84 and the SiriusXM app.
Official ticket and hospitality packages. Official NCAA hospitality includes live entertainment, upscale food stations and beverages, appearances by NCAA legends, and much more. To be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio, visit ncaa.com/VIP. 3:23 to go, first half. 5-point game. UCLA 30, Utah State 25. John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis, or Westwood One crew. Hard foul to Utah State's Dayton Albury. So free throws pending here for the Bruins. What are you seeing?
UCLA continues to do a terrific job of controlling the backboard, and they did that by inserting Adai Mara into the lineup. And that's impacted the three-point shot quality of Utah State. They've kept them out of transition because of their ability to control the backboard.
Dylan Andrews hits the first, 67% at the line this year, 81 a season ago. Set for a second. Spins the ball, it's up in the air, and it's good. 5 fouls on UCLA, 4 on Utah State. Aggie ball left to right, down 7. This is the largest margin the game has seen. Allen picks up the pound between the rings. Toss right, Tucker Anderson. Reverse to Allen, outside left. Lob into the right corner. Good up fake. Stride left to Cano 3. Rim and glass miss. Ripped down by Mara, who stood flat-footed and just caught it.
What a luxury.
7'3". He might be able to dunk without leaving the floor. Right corner. Stefanovic. Clark begging for the ball left wing. Up fake. Right corner. Dylan Andrews. Stefanovic up top for 3. Snap twine. UCLA with the first double-digit edge of the game. Now the pressure on Utah State to get scores. Jared Calhoun, first year at Utah State, barks out the commands. Drake Allen between the rings. Templin comes to set a screen. Roll right, pick up the pound. Hard fire left corner out of bounds.
Dylan Andrews did a magnificent job of navigating that ball screen. Switched his angle, and once he did so, it took away the vision of that wing pass and threw it directly out of bounds. Nice job by Dylan Andrews.
Is this full court man from Utah State? Fronted by Anderson. Now they're going to show a trap.
Yep.
And a pass right for Kobe Johnson. He's doubled. Lob left for Andrews. 23 on the timer. Gets it across. And Clark feeds a cutter. Extra pass, Mara. Two-hand jam. What an unselfish gift by Kobe Johnson to feed the big fella. 37-25.
It's hard to trap a team with 4 ball handlers on the floor.
Utah State has not scored in almost 2.5 minutes. The deficit is 12-12. It's an 8-0 run. False left, lead for Albury. Look to Allen up top. You didn't see Templin on the cut. It was briefly open. Templin says run to the rim. He pops a 3. Bad miss. Rebound ripped down Kobe Johnson. UCLA up the floor right to left. Look left Andrews. Up top Mara. Feed to Andrews. Pushed out by Templin. We approach 90 seconds. Flip to Johnson on the right wing. Lob to Mara right near the rim. Puts it home. And there it was. It was practically a jam without leaving the floor. Timeout, Utah State. It's 10 unanswered quick. Timeout of the court. UCLA 39. Utah State 25. 132 until the break. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the...
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new Gold Standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most affordable SUV. Hurry in for an exceptional offer during the Jeep Celebration event and let the adventure of a lifetime begin. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Fans, you can listen to every minute of the NCAA men's tournament on Alexa. Just ask your device to open Westwood One Sports, and you'll be able to select the game you want to hear or get access to our March Madness Mix channel, which will take you to the best action at any given moment. That's open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. 1:32 to go first half. 39-25. UCLA leads Utah State. John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis, our Westwood One crew. Producer Mike Dodson, engineer Darryl Dawson, statsman Dan Peters. Brilliant job by all today.
Yes.
As Utah State is in dire need of some productivity. It is a 12-0 run for UCLA. And by the way, the dripping blood for Falslip appears to have been taped up. He has thick, almost electrical tape wrapped around below his right knee.
That way, yes. And partner, coming into this game, Mick Cronin wanted to disrupt Utah State's rhythm by being physical. And they've taken their lead, Utah State's leading scorer, out of this game. 17 points a game, 0 for 5 in this game so far for Ian Martinez.
Martinez runs end line, far to near corner. On the drive, Allen finds Martinez right corner. Up fake to Anderson, wing three. No. Rebound tipped, controlled by Falslip. Underneath, puts it up and a whistle. Got hit in the face. He had no angle, right under the tin, back to the end line.
That kid has shown tremendous fight in this game. He's bleeding from his knee, got hit in the face there. Only 6'3", folks, and he has 8 rebounds in this game so far. 11 points on the night as well.
It looks like he's almost developing a shiner already on that eye where he got hit.
Yeah.
There's some slight swelling and visible discoloration. The foul to Johnson, his second. John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis here at Grainger broadcast position. Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Stay on top of your game with Grainger. Get the industrial-grade products right when you need them to help your business move forward when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com. First free throw a make. So Utah State has still not hit a field goal in well over 3 minutes, but that halts a 12-0 run. Second free throw in the air is good. The young man who has battled the yips at the line has been perfect at the stripe, and here's pressure. 39-27, UCLA with the lead and the ball. Andrews wrap around. They go across to Bilodeau, look to Sky Clark, and he backs out. Andrews drifts up top. Picks up the dribble. Look left for Bilodeau. Tucker Anderson tries to get big. Clark left corner. Bounce down low to Andrews. Pushed out by Gadarezzi. 5 to shoot. Clark at the logo. Pops a deep three. Hits glass. And is won by Utah State. 40 seconds. Flip Drake Allen. Transition three. No good. Utah State has missed 14 of 16 three-point shots. They're one of the best in the mid-major ranks, second best in the Mountain West on three-point tries on the year.
38% on 9 made threes per game.
About a 6-second differential. Mick Cronin says run it with 10 on the timer. Andrews, look left, Stefanovic behind Amara's screen. 5 to shoot. Flip to Mara. Feeds Stefanovic under the cup. Puts it up, rejected away. Utah State ball. Ball split 4 seconds. Over midcourt 3 seconds. Ball split transition 3. In and out. It's 39-27. UCLA at the break. One of the most dismal shooting showings for Utah State of the year, and a lot of credit to Mick Cronin's Bruins and their defense.
Yeah, Mick Cronin I thought he made a great chess move. He brought in Adai Mara off the bench as they were getting pounded on the offensive glass. He started to control that glass, which kept Utah State out of transition. He's been great facilitating the basketball as well. Man, and the poor shooting from Utah State has really hurt them. 2 of 17 from 3.
Halftime score, it is 39-27. UCLA leads Utah State. When we return, we'll head back to our Straight Talk Wireless studios for the halftime report. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on Loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. For the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
The beauty of a tournament cheat sheet is that someone else spent thousands of hours watching film and analyzing stats so you didn't have to. When it comes to hiring for your small business, LinkedIn does the same thing with candidates. LinkedIn delivers the strongest hiring data and insights to help you identify the right candidates to make the best hiring decisions. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
Chumba Casino is now partnering with 2311 Racing. Chumba is always free to play. No purchase necessary. Find hundreds of online social casino games like bingo, solitaire, and slots with new games dropping weekly. Grab your free daily login and welcome bonus with a chance to redeem amazing prizes. Play for free today at ChumbaCasino.com. It's time to cha-cha-cha-cha-chumba. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
UCLA, the 7th seed in the Midwest, leads the 10-seed Utah State at the half, 39-27. Welcome back to the Straight Talk Wireless Studios here in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on Loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. And let's get straight to the scoreboard. Drake and Missouri, the 11 versus the 6 in the West region. Missouri started the second half by missing its first 8 shots. Drake was up double digits. Missouri made a furious comeback. Could the Bulldogs hold on?
In the backcourt, pitch it ahead to Mascari, who leaps for it. Back to Combs, picked up by Barrett. Brill comes over as well to Mascari, near the timeline, ahead to Sturtz. The lob, Tavion Banks with the two-handed flush. He beats his chest. Drake can feel it now. They lead 63-55 with 52 seconds left.
Ted Emmerich with the call, and Drake does hold on to beat Missouri. Final score 67-57. Arkansas over Kansas 79-72, a 15-5 run to end the game for the Razorbacks. The Jayhawks, their 17-game winning streak in round of 64 games, that comes to an end. Meanwhile, Omaha and St. John's, the Red Storm, the 2 seed in the West region, they trail the Mavericks 12-10 as they play with 12 minutes to go in the first half. Texas A&M shot 52%, and beat Yale 80-71. Meanwhile, Michigan and UC San Diego, that game is just underway. 6-0 Wolverines have the lead to start there. Tennessee beat Wofford 77-62. They await the winner of UCLA and Utah State. McNeese over Clemson 69-67. The Cowboys' first ever tournament win. They will play Purdue on Saturday. BYU beat VCU to set up a date with Wisconsin. Gonzaga and Houston, what a showdown that'll be on Saturday. Auburn, the top seed overall, with a win, and they'll meet Creighton on Saturday. That's the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset and maintenance app that brings your unplanned downtime to zero. Try for free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain and the letter x.com/MVP. UCLA up 12 at the half on Utah State. Coming up, Nick Baugh joins me. We're going to preview tomorrow's first round action. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AB.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99. In-store only, limit supplies. See store for details. Choose Syntec exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MBB tickets.
Welcome inside the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. It's halftime of our final game of the night, which means we get to look ahead to the 16 games tomorrow. And our in-studio analyst, Nick Baugh, is here. Hi, Nick. Thanks for coming in.
How fun is this?
Oh, my God. It's the best.
It's the greatest.
And now let's get ready to look ahead tomorrow with the 2-time defending champion UConn Huskies, an 8 seed this year against the 9 seed Oklahoma. Where is this Huskies team for you coming into the tournament?
Yeah, they've just haven't been able to fully capture any consistency on the defensive end of the floor throughout the season. And it is pretty amazing to think that you have back-to-back national champs and nobody's really talking about them at all heading into the NCAA tournament. And the thing I will caution people, Liam McNeely, their stud freshman, was hurt for a stretch in the middle of the season, and that's when things got a little bit rocky for the Huskies. when he's been good, UConn's been a different team. I was able to call on Westwood One. Myself and Kevin Kugler called his 38-point performance in a win at Creighton for UConn. So if they can find any consistency on the defensive end of the floor and McNeely can score, you're still talking about a team that's got no reason to not be uber confident in March.
Winner of UConn and Oklahoma will likely see Florida, who faces Norfolk State. Meanwhile, the other number 1 seed in action tomorrow, the Duke Blue Devils. Cooper Flagg today says he is pain-free with that ankle, so here we go with this Duke team. A lot of expectations with Cooper Flagg and company heading into the tournament.
It's going to be so interesting to watch Duke because it flies in the face of wisdom and trends lately that you can build around freshmen and have success in the NCAA tournament. Duke's led by 2 freshmen in Con Knippel and Cooper Flagg, but those guys play beyond their freshman tag, if you will. They had no problem winning the ACC tournament without Cooper Flagg, but if Duke wants to make a run here, Cooper Flagg's got to be who he's been throughout the season. And the thing that's amazing about Cooper Flagg is sometimes when you think about freshmen in the NCAA tournament, you conjure up images of Kevin Durant or Carmelo Anthony or Anthony Davis, and you think about guys that maybe aren't physically quite there. You can see the skill, but they're physically not quite there. Cooper Flagg is going to be the strongest guy on the floor almost every time he steps onto the court. It's going to be fun to watch him play. It's good to hear that he's pain-free. We'll see what that ankle looks like in game number 1.
Already had a 12-seed win today with McNeese. Tomorrow you got Colorado State, you got Liberty. Any other upsets you're keeping an eye on?
Well, okay, I'll get real bold. If you want a frisky 15-seed, Bryant.
Okay.
Bryant, I called the America East Championship game on Westwood One. They have high major athleticism. They're led by a former McDonald's All-American and Earl Timberlake at the point guard spot. They're all about 6'6" to 6'8". They're 3rd in the country in block shots. Just saying, when you watch these 2 seeds play 15 seeds or 1 seeds play 16 seeds, there's such a discrepancy in athleticism and size typically. And even if you are having a poor shooting day, you can just overwhelm the opponent as the top seed with your strength and athleticism. I'm not sure Michigan State's going to be able to overwhelm Bryant. Now, the scary thing is Bryant wants to play fast. Michigan State wants to play fast, and they're really good at it. I'm just saying, I'm not fully calling for it, but I guess would it stun me if we get in the second half of that game and Bryant has hung around Michigan State? It would not shock me at all.
We like bold.
You like bold?
We like bold.
I should have been more bold. I should have had my extra cup of coffee that I would have pulled the trigger and fully committed to it.
Oh, we got plenty of time over the next few days. Nick Baugh, our studio analyst for the entire tournament, thanks for stopping by.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll send you back to the arena when we return. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Meanwhile at Xfinity.
Okay, huddle up. Do you realize how many fans stream basketball? It's madness.
But real fans stream with Xfinity Internet.
Totally. We've engineered a super fast connection.
With reduced buffering and low lag.
'Cause making streaming better is what we do!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Can we let go now? It's really not a huddle with 2 people.
Switch to Xfinity Internet and stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speeds vary. Not guaranteed.
Traveling in basketball? Bad move. Traveling the world? Great move. Wherever the road takes you, Best Western is your place to take a time out and catch your breath. Because every team needs a place to regroup. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
Back in Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky, halftime. UCLA 39, Utah State 27. John Sadak and LaFonso Ellis here with you and our Westwood One crew. We check the halftime stats, sponsored by Barbasol. Barbasol shaving cream delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Balance from the Bruins. There were 4 men with 7 or more points. Dylan Andrews, Sky Clark, Ade Mara, and Lazar Stefanovic. They also combined for 10 assists against 3 giveaways, while Utah State, leaning on Mason Falslev, he has 13 points and 9 boards. The rest of the team has 14 points combined. He was 4 of 10 from the field and hit a 3. The rest of the team was 6 of 22 from the field and 1 of 13 from 3. UCLA on this game, 14 assists on 16 made buckets.
That's pretty efficient. They were doing a terrific job of cutting up that matchup zone, really moving well without the basketball, finding the open spot, and the passing was extraordinary.
And Ian Martinez, the leading scorer for Utah State on the year, held scoreless in the first half for the 3rd time all year. He played almost 14 minutes, 0 for 5 from the field, 4 of the misses from deep.
Got to figure out a way to get him going, whether it be get him to the foul line so he can see himself make a bucket to kind of get him going or get him out in transition.
You can feel the pull away. UCLA made 5 of its last 7 shots. Utah State missed 10 of its last 11 as the Bruins stretched the lead from 3 to 12 in a 7-minute span.
Yeah, I thought Ade Mara really impacted the game when he was inserted into the game for UCLA, able to control the defensive backboard, scored 8 points himself, 4 rebounds and 3 blocks. Did a phenomenal job of patrolling the paint.
He only plays about 13 minutes a year, but you were right on it that Mick Cronin saw that, and this is the first ever matchup as head coaches between Mick Cronin and Jared Calhoun. They had each shared with us that they were talking in advance of the tournament saying, I hope it doesn't happen. We don't want to schedule each other. And then what do you know? They're head-to-head in the round of 64.
You can always bet on the fact that if you don't want it to happen, it's going to happen. And it did.
Almost spoken into existence. Your halftime score, it's UCLA 39, Utah State 27. Second half tip is coming up. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Hey, fellow Gen Xers, it's Elizabeth Banks. Big news. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the charge. After all, we gave the world the internet. We're trailblazers. Let's lead the way again because we are at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Head to vaxassist.com and schedule today. That's vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's time for basketball. And right now, Uber Eats has deals on McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
It's Power Torque Tools DIY Days at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Lifetime guaranteed Power Torque professional hand tools only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Westwood One presents great moments in tournament history.
There are bracket busters, and then there are the FGCU Eagles, the ultimate bracket busters. Before March of 2013, the small school in Florida wasn't on anybody's radar for basketball, but in 48 hours in Philly, that all changed. They stunned Georgetown in the second round, and then 2 days later against San Diego State, served up an encore performance.
Faradell throws for Comer. Comer fires ahead into the hands of Thompson, and he jams it home. Oh! That's the exclamation point on an incredible weekend in Philadelphia.
For the first time ever, a 15th seed advanced to the Sweet 16. Florida Gulf Coast's phenomenal run ended the following week, but their style of play and Cinderella story sure gave us some great moments in tournament history.
Back in Lexington, 39-27, UCLA leads Utah State. Time now to connect with our analyst for the second half key, sponsored by Wago. Trust your game, trust your wiring with Wago electrical connectors. Gear up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project. Here we go. Last show, LaFonso Ellis. Let's get it started. How can Utah State turn this thing around down a dozen?
Yeah, they've got to get their leading scorer in Martinez going on the offensive end. 17 points a game, 0 for 5 in the first half, whether it be in transition or running some kind of play to get them going. And then they've got to make their threes. 2 of 17 from 3 in the first half. They've got to be more efficient in that area. And for UCLA, they've got to continue to do what they did once Adai Mara went into the game, control the backboard to take away that transition game and continue to be physical, because that impacts the quality of the three-point shots that Utah State gets.
Utah State searching for its first win against UCLA since 1936. These teams have matched up now 4 times in the Big Dance. The Bruins 3-0 entering this affair. That includes 1970 when UCLA beat Utah State in the Elite Eight. That was the Aggies' only Elite Eight appearance. So the Aggies huddled up, the Bruins the same. Utah State clad in navy with the white lettering numerals and silver gray trim. Well, the UCLA Bruins in the white tops and shorts with the blue and gold trim around the waistband and down the sides of the short, the blue lettering and numerals, and UCLA in raised caps above the chest. Well, we close in on the start of the second as the UCLA Bruins back in the Big Dance after a one-year hiatus. Mick Cronin had been a second weekend guy with the Bruins in a trio of campaigns before that, including that Final Four journey in 21. The winner of this game will take on the 2-seed Tennessee that never trailed against Wofford.
Yeah, Tennessee, that defensive there, so physical, so athletic. Zakai Ziegler was amazing in that game with a double-double, 12 points, 12 assists.
Keep in mind, Utah State has rallied from down double digits 3 times. That game in conference play alone, including down 18 against a ranked San Diego State team in a true road game in San Diego.
They're going to need to lean on that experience because they've got to get out in transition and get some easy looks first.
Time now for the start of the second half, sponsored by Indeed.com. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday? How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Indeed.
On cue. And you get double rate for that one.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I need all I can get. Have grandkids.
UCLA trigger into the backcourt left. It's Clark into the front court right. Look left for Dylan Andrews. Pass to Daly up top, who paws at Albury. And he grimaces significantly. Probing the zone. Daly twisting J. Free throw line. Rim and glass miss. Rebound Albury. Great pass ahead of Falslip. Sees the seam. Down the lane. Floats it up and in. He's had a brilliant day. He's got 15.
When they can force UCLA to miss shots or turn that basketball over, Utah State's got to get out in transition.
Lob across Daly at the logo. Right side Johnson. Bilodeau shaping up. Wants the ball right block. Johnson says no. Reset reverse out of the left side. Dylan Andrews. Bounce to Bilodeau. Kick to Andrews. Try to reverse again. Fake the pass. Lead for Johnson. Top of the arc. 8 to shoot. Into the right side. Clark open 3. In and out. Rebound Templin. Tap to Albury. Utah State ball. Albury. Aggressive drive right down the heart of the lane. Shot swatted out of bounds by Johnson. Aggie ball.
Albury able to rebound that basketball and get out in transition. The speed that he has in the open floor is just remarkable, but UCLA able to get back and block that shot.
And here's a quick sub. It's Mara in, Bilodeau out. You love this in the first half.
I really do, and to have that kind of luxury, to have one of your best players, Bilodeau, be able to go to the bench there and bring in the 7'3" Spaniard, that's quite a luxury.
Inbound Martinez, left wing 3, short. Rebound Mara. Martinez remains scoreless. Another board for the 7'3" big fella. In transition. Mara fed, top of the arc. Feeds right corner, Clark. Up fake, Martinez closeout. Reset. Mara at the free throw line. Kick right corner. Johnson for 3. Ribs in. 42-29.
Sky Clark's cut from the right side to the left side. Took that low side forward, and that's what created that wide open shot from the right corner.
Ball slip, drives, kick right corner. Albury for 3, miss. The misses continue, tie up and jump ball. Hard fracas between Templin and Clark. Templin slow to get up. Utah State with a sub. This is going to be Jordy Barnes' first minutes of the game. He joined the team as a walk-on, planned a redshirt, earned a scholarship the day before the season started. He only plays 11 minutes a game. It's his first action tonight. He's going to trigger. Albury is out. So Jared Calhoun trying to find something. Lob, left side, tracked down by Martinez, near backcourt violation. Templin comes to the ball, 15 to shoot. Give left for the subbed-in Barnes. Barnes bounce pass to Templin, baseline J on the way, an air ball poked out of bounds by Utah State. Bruin ball.
Adai Mara, when he's not blocking shots, he's altering shots because he's able to close out late at 7-3 with that long wingspan. Forces you to put a little extra arc on that basketball, and that's why it was long.
Another new sub, Isaac Johnson's first minute, 7-footer out of Oregon, his first action of the game. And now it feels like Jared Calhoun knows what the margin is, knows what the momentum is, and he's trying to find something that might stick.
Indeed.
Bruin ball front court right. Johnson up top against the zone. Look left for Daly. Nice no-look down low. Whistle and foul as Mara was getting mauled underneath by the subbed-in 7-footer in Johnson.
Yes, that basketball is reversing and that zone is moving. Adai Mara did a really nice job of stepping in and sealing Isaac Johnson on the inside, and he was stuck there, and all he could do was foul.
Dylan Andrews bounce underneath. Kobe Johnson twist, shot, off iron miss, and the rebound controlled by Johnson. And Mara tumbles down 5-on-4 for the Aggies. False foot floater, mid-lane is good. And Mara's limping visibly. He appears to be in pain. We'll get an injury timeout. Bilodeau subs back in, and Mara walks very lightly to his bench.
Yes.
And he's going beyond the bench back toward he'll go to the trainer rear of the bench.
And partner, if he's not able to come back in this game, that's a huge loss because they've been able to use him as a facilitator against this zone, and he's been able to score himself and find guys open shots.
Clark right wing, wide open three, bang, 45-31.
Yeah, the initial threat of the dribble penetration forced 2 on the basketball, and it was a wide open 3 from the right wing.
Barnes glides across the Bruin lead. Booming. Nasty crossover. Shook his man. Left wing false left. Tries to drive. Stepped out of bounds. His Bruin defender tumbled, but he was out of play. It's UCLA ball.
Yeah, most players in that corner, they make that shot fake. They take that negative step backwards with their right foot, and that's what happened there. He steps on the line.
Utah State has only scored 8 points in the last 8.5 minutes of game time, and it's all been from false lip, bleeding back to the first half.
Yes. Need an Ian Martinez sighting here in the second half for Utah State.
Bruin ball front court right, 3 ball for Andrews, hits heel. False lip gets higher, had the ball, lost it on the way down, picked up by the Bruins. Daly fighting through, rejected out of bounds on help from Tucker Anderson.
It's really good reaction by Tucker Anderson, realizing that they were in jeopardy and using that length to come over and block that shot.
Andrews' lob caught by Daly, immediately fouled by Tucker Anderson. That'll be his second. Well, Duxter Acano ready to sub back in. Transfer by way of Marquette at Oregon State. Daly to shoot. Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Daly eyes iron, bends the knees, shoots and sinks.
Yeah, Daly's been quiet here in this game. And he's a guy that can really get hot, shooting 40% from 3, but picked up a couple fouls early, was a little lethargic, so Mick Cronin pulled him out of the game, and they've been trying to be intentional about getting him involved in the offense here in the second half.
Second free throw is good. Utah State ball right to left. Over 3 gone in the second. It's 47-31 to UCLA. Biggest margin of the game. False lip. Flip over top of pressure to Barnes. Spins, picks up the pound. Left side false lip, pops to 3. Well short. Bilodeau taps it twice, control to Martinez. Point blank putback is there. First bucket of the game for the Aggies' leading scorer.
Sometimes when you are scoring, you're having a tough time. It's good to see the basketball go through the net, whether it be a foul shot or an offensive rebound putback. Let's see if that can get him going here.
And missed his first 6. Daly flip left, Dylan Andrews. Fire to Bilodeau, and he's bumped and fouled by Isaac Johnson. That'll be his second.
Isaac Johnson has to be careful. Bilodeau's out by the foul line area. That's not the place that you want to be physical.
Also has to be careful. He was not happy and seemed to bark back at Doug Sermons, their lead official, who warned him, hey, settle down. Can hear Sherry O'Terry now.
Yes. That's good.
Bilodeau left wing three. Little flat miss. Long board to Barnes in Utah State. Here come the Aggies. Shovel up top. Three ball Acano. No. Rebound Bilodeau. UCLA on the run. Left sideline. Andrews into the front court right. 47-33 UCLA. Bilodeau shaping up, gets fed on a bounce. Awkward trying to catch. Settle, hook, right hand. Off iron miss, loose. One briefly by Falslip. Sprawling on the ground, fighting with Kobe Johnson whistle. And it looks like just ball out of bounds. There's a timeout on the court, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You can save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. It's 47-33. UCLA leads Utah State on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. This is the men's basketball tournament.
Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. Looking for fast fun? Go for a spin at Chumba Casino. Racing's fast, but Chumba takes it up a notch. Nothing beats the rush of those high-speed spins. Big thrills, daily bonus boost, action-packed games. Chumba's got it all to keep you in the fast lane. Ready to race? Let's Chumba. Hit stop at ChumbaCasino.com and play today.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
Fourth down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda. Move and be moved.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. At home or at work, we'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. We proudly use Sherwin-Williams paint.
Feels like home.
This live app, and you can listen to every Westwood One broadcast of the men's and women's basketball tournament for free. Just look for the headphones icon on any live game. And if you're in the car, it seamlessly integrates with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Get the official NCAA March Madness live app today. 15:42 to go, second half. UCLA 47, Utah State 33. Utah State made 2 of its first 3 three-pointers and has since missed 18 consecutive three-point shots.
I look at this, and Mason Falslev has 17 points. The next closest highest scorer has 4. Somebody other than Mason Falslev has to provide some offense for Utah State.
Falslev plays catch with Barnes. UCLA some pressure. Aggies just get it across with 21 on the timer. Mara had his left shoe off. He now has a wrap on his left ankle. Aggies, Falslev, look left. Johnson, hesitant three. Got it! That snaps the slide at 18 straight. And he claps twice like a gator chop. It's 47-36.
A little flare screen there. Both guys went to the basketball, and he was able to slide to his left and knock down an open three.
Thread the needle down low. Hang and hit for Eric Daly. What a bounce pass. Aggies up the floor right to left. 49-36 UCLA. Aggies need scoring. They score over 80 a game. Barnes, a lead for Johnson. Fire to Martinez. Their best on the year. Flip it right for Barnes. Given cushion. Now Clark gets up on it. 10 to shoot. Johnson ball screen left on a switch. He's got Bilodeau. Feed Johnson. Fire down low, and it's taken away. Easy steal for Daly. On the run to Johnson. Explodes left side, fouled hard. It's Kobe Johnson that's fouled by Isaac Johnson. That is the third on Isaac Johnson.
Yeah, Kobe Johnson able to get out in transition, saw that he had the angle on Isaac Johnson and just took it to the left side of the rim and able to draw some contact. Opportunity for 2 free throws here.
So Kobe Johnson line right. It almost feels like Isaac Johnson's playing angry. Some of these fouls.
He really is.
And they could use that intensity.
And no question.
First free throw good. March Madness coming to a court near you. Experience it live as the nation's best college basketball teams compete for a chance to cut down the nets. Secure your seats today. NCAA.com/MBB tickets. Second free throw. Kobe Johnson is good. 51-36 UCLA. Isaac Johnson, 3 fouls in just 4 minutes. Barnes brings it across. He is harassed hard and pawed at by Dylan Andrews. Bounce to Acano. Return back to Barnes. Originally joined as a walk-on. Getting time to shine in the second in the big dance. Falsliv up top. Almost 6 minutes gone. Look left Martinez. Johnson was open. He didn't see him. He drives. Feed right for Falsliv. With his team on his back. Running shot right hand. A miss. Rebound Bilodeau. Funnel forward. Dylan Andrews. He slams on the brakes. Plays catch with Kobe Johnson. Andrews denies the screen. Go left. Feed the screener. Bounce Bilodeau. Mid-lane. Jumper good.
Yeah, Bilodeau able to catch that in the middle of the floor, and a little jab step created a little separation for him to get that off over the top. Well done.
Bilodeau has 6, just balanced scoring for the Bruins. Clark leads the way with 11, but they're getting contributions from everyone. They have their largest lead of the game. And a bad pass by Barnes, tipped by UCLA, left sideline out of bounds. Aggie ball 16 to shoot. Albury subs back in, Barnes out. Falsliv ready to sub in. Ian Martinez has played 20 minutes. He has 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Albury, outside left in the front court left. Circles right. Martinez defended by Clark, right corner. Acano, left wing 3. Off iron miss. Tapped by Isaac Johnson, controlled by Bilodeau. Bruins on the run. Clark, hard to the floor. Picks up the pound. Kobe Johnson had tumbled. He joins in transition. Daly wants it against Isaac Johnson. 16 to shoot. Andrews near right. Flip up top Bilodeau. Extra pass Clark. Into the left corner. Johnson for 3. Rattle it home. Kobe Johnson from deep. It is 56-36. 20 for the first time tonight. Albury across. Jared Calhoun says timeout. Timeout of the court. 12:55 to go. 56-36. UCLA dominating Utah State. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
With Marriott Bonvoy, take your game day rituals on the road. No matter how you show your team spirit, find a stay for your style when you explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan. Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Explore more at marriottbonvoy.com/NCAA.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis here at our Granger broadcast position in Rupp Arena. We're in Lexington, Kentucky. For the ones who get it done, there's Granger offering professional-grade products for all industries, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. UCLA is cruising. The 7 paces to 10. Utah State 56-36. Biggest advantage of the night for the Bruins. 12:55 to go in the second. A 9-0 run to claim this latest lead.
Yeah, I talked to Mick Cronin yesterday about was he concerned about that matchup zone of Utah State. And he said that's what I used to run at Cincinnati. And so he knew the formula of being able to break it down and is moving without the basketball, especially on the weak side. And they've done it beautifully in this game, including 8 of 19 from 3.
Utah State ball out of its called timeout, front court left, Albury outside right. Lead for Mason Falslip, who's been excellent. 17 points. He has willed his team to be as competitive as it can be. Templin picks up the pound. Mara back in for the first time, and Templin gives it away. He was pressured by Mara, had no help, and bounces it end line out of bounds.
Yeah, the defensive intensity from UCLA has been extraordinary through stretches of this game, and it certainly has here in the second half. It's like an anaconda. The more they move, the tighter it squeezed.
That's Mick Cronin, an amazing defensive teacher. UCLA ball front court right. 2-touch passes out of the left corner. Daly trying to drive end line. Help from Templin. It bounces to Clark. Right wing 3. Got it. Oh, that feels like a backbreaker. It's 59-36. Utah State up the floor right to left. Albury outside left. Martinez top of the key 3. Rejected partially by Mara. Loose ball to the Bruins. Gliding up the floor, Sebastian Mack. He surveys. Mara says reverse it. Stefanovic. Lead for Clark, who's been outstanding. He's got 14. Clark outside left. Defended by Falslip. Up top, Stefanovic. Lob to Mara against the undersized Templin. Shoulder. Great baseline spin. Hops in the air. Out of bounds. 11:40 to go in the second. UCLA 59, Utah State 36. There's a timeout on the court. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Choose Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil designed for today's engines exclusively at your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you checking your bracket during the commercial break like the rest of us? Thanks for chatting it up and enjoying this March Madness live hangout with us. So why...
Hey, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single college basketball game of March Madness. Every single game. Speaking of which, I've got to start that next stream right now. We'll see you back in the chat. Good luck to your team.
Low on sugar, huge on flavor. It's basically cheating.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Let's check some of the stats sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. With TurboTax, now taxes is getting an expert who files your taxes for you so you can stay locked in on the madness. Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. It's a 12-0 run for UCLA to claim this 59-36 lead. Utah State hasn't scored in almost 4 minutes on the game. Utah State is 3 of 24 from 3. That is the biggest stat so far.
Yeah, for the most part, UCLA has been able to keep them out of transition, and because of that, the quality of it is not just the threes, it's the quality of the threes. So they've not been able to get 2 on the basketball, so it's been Jack's overextended hands, and that's been big time to UCLA's benefit.
At one point, Utah State missed 18 straight three-point tries. And meanwhile, UCLA's offense sharing is caring. 19 dimes on 22 made buckets. It is one of the more balanced box scores we have seen in the tournament so far.
And the efficiency from 3 has been remarkable. 9 of 20 from 3.
Martinez, right corner 3, in and out. Albury rebound, but a whistle and foul on the floor. 59-36 UCLA. We have 11:27 to go in the second half. Foul went to Mara as his first. Mara fronts Albury, trying to look around that incredible length. High, dangerous lob to a leaping Falslip in the logo. He spins, floats it up right elbow, a little flat and short. Rebound Bruins. Up the floor, Stefanovic. Feels the trap coming, looks middle for Kobe Johnson. Lob to Mara, trying to thread the needle, but he couldn't catch it clean out of bounds.
Yeah, Don Mara trying to seal his guy, but never really pushed him up the lane. And I thought Kobe put too much air underneath that basketball, and it sailed out of bounds.
Entering tonight, Utah State's worst outside shooting day of the year was against Wyoming. 3 of 19, and they won that game. This has been a dismal night. Templin, lead for Drake Allen. He's doubled end line. Kick to Martinez, up fake. Drives, floats it up, altered by Mara, ripped down by UCLA, and falling out of bounds. Stefanovic played it forward to Kobe Johnson. And he comes up laughing about it. Check with our official. He, by the way, was cleaning up random debris from cheerleaders' pom-poms right before we resume play.
Does a little everything.
Clark, toss to Johnson near right. 10 to shoot.
We're going to have to give him a blue jacket.
He'll be proper. Back mid-lane, floats it up, hits iron, Falslip rebound. LaFonso Ellis is wearing a brilliant blue suit that is a near carbon copy. Albury left wing 3, hits heel rebound. Mara of the ushers that work this storied building. Have you been asked for a seat assignment yet?
I'm versatile. I help someone find their seat. It's sitting here with you. Serve some food, couple drinks. They can tip very well, though.
Don't worry, I'll take care of you.
Thank you.
Mara tied up. Gets fed against Templin. Nice feed to Stefanovic mid-lane. Shot off. Rebound Templin, Utah State. Allen up the floor. Allen off a Templin screen. Picks it up. Bounces to Templin. Mara, who's already blocked 5 shots and altered many others. Pass to the near side. Tipped by Kobe Johnson. Destined for our table. And if not for the margin on the board, I think we might have had a Bruin and an Aggie right here on our table, but they let it go out of bounds.
I think they would have. I was ready to protect you, though. I had my hands ready. Would have been a little slow getting there, but I would have gotten there for you, buddy.
Well, Falslip with 17 and 10, his third double-double of the year.
Yes.
Mara subs out. Entry to Allen. Brings it up for the Aggies. 59-36 UCLA. Utah State hasn't scored in almost 6 minutes. Fire to Acano. Spinning on the left foot pivot. Falslip shaping up right wing. Templin pops a 3 left side. Off iron as the timer hit. Falslip tip just off Kobe Johnson. Bruin ball.
Nothing coming easy for Utah State.
Transition triple for Clark. Off target. Loose to Kobe Johnson. Great lead to Daly. Easy banker. Left block. Left hand.
Out in transition, quick shot goes up. There's no one from Utah State on the weak side to rebound the basketball. 3 Bruins on the glass.
Gatoretsky to sub in for the Aggies. 61-36 UCLA. Falslip outside right in front of the Aggie bench that looks dejected, despondent. Falslip driving on Bilodeau. Help comes from Daly. Triple team. Great pass to Albury. Left block. Point blank miss. Tap by Bilodeau. Left sideline. Saved by Drake Allen. Blind pass middle to Albury. Give to a cutting Acano. He explodes and he's hammered. Fouled. Sky Clark thought he was vertical, but he hit him.
Got to give Utah State a lot of credit because they are way down in this game, but they continue to compete on the glass and be scrappy. this UCLA defense has put on a clinic tonight.
It has been smothering. Foul to Clark, his first. 4 fouls on the Aggies, only 2 on the Bruins. So line left, shot in the air, and good for Cano. The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure. Hurry in for an exceptional offer on Jeep's Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, and let the ride of a lifetime begin.
Dexter Cano is another one of those who's been a little quiet on the offensive end tonight. Transfer from Oregon State by way of Marquette. 44% on the season, shooting 50% in league play. He's been quiet tonight.
Second free throw miss, rebound UCLA. Bruin ball front court right. Bilodeau tosses right for Daly, driving on a Cano. Help from Gattaretsi, great up fake. Shot off, but a foul.
Eric Daly caught that basketball on the right elbow, gave a little shot fake, and just exploded to the basket with his left hand, able to draw a little contact into the foul line.
So a chance to salt what's already a 14-1 run. Now to Gattaretsi is second.
Daly in the line for 2.
Transfer from Oklahoma State. Mick Cronin was saying to us yesterday he wasn't one of the top 100 in the transfer portal, but he's been impactful for the Bruins on the season.
It's the first free throw. Download the brand new Westwood One Sports app to catch every minute of the men's and women's NCAA tournament. Anytime, anywhere. Don't be left out. Get the Westwood One Sports app today. He had the game winner against Michigan State on the 4th of February. Trent Perry is in for UCLA. His first minute. Second free throw is good. But Perry, McDonald's All-American, Gatorade Player of the Year, and Harvard Westlake. Albury up the floor. Look to Drake Allen, top of the arc. Gattaretsi shaping up. Allen curling right side. Saw a double coming. Picks it up. Toss opposite. Caught by Martinez. He flips left for Anderson. Driving end line. Snap right wing. Drake Allen. Extra pass Albury. Head fake 10 to shoot. Explodes to the rim and puts it in. That's the first field goal make for Utah State in 7.5 minutes.
Ball movement changing side to side. Catching that closeout. And he just exploded to the basket with his right hand.
Trying to silence what was a 16-1 run. UCLA front court right, 63-39, all Bruins. Between the rings, Dylan Andrews. Bilodeau comes up to screen. Martinez goes over the top, fire to Bilodeau mid-lane, spin, put it up, rolls off iron to Anderson and Utah State. Drake Allen looks to Albury. Kick into the left corner, up fake Martinez. Albury, left wing rhythm three, got it. Just the 4th three-point make-up a game for Utah State.
One of the few times that dribble penetration against UCLA here in the second half that 2 were on the ball. And once they did that, it opened up a wide-open three-point shot opportunity for Albury.
Andrews picks it up, lob to left corner for Daly. Up fake doesn't do Martinez. He backs out with the dribble. Daly calling for an inline runner. Gets the isolation against Martinez. Back it in. Great in the lane giveaway to Gattaretsi. Shovel forward to Albury. Nearly turns it over. Settles dribble. Explodes to the rim. Blocking foul. Got bumped by Tucker Anderson. Put it home. And the harm. Here's a timeout on the court. Your score is 6:43 to go in the second. UCLA 63, Utah State 44. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
After battling through the brackets, one team gets the chance to climb the iconic Warner ladder. The final net cutting is the culmination of all the hard work and effort it took to reach this moment. And getting here puts these players and coaches in rare air. It's the same for all the trade professionals working from 20 feet to 20 stories. Every day they challenge themselves to conquer new heights. And Warner is the brand they trust to have their backs. Warner, the #1 pro ladder and official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
College Sports Radio is your home for the NCAA tournament.
For the win, it's good!
Hear reaction all day long on SiriusXM Channel 84 and the SiriusXM app.
Let's check the attendance, sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats is delivering game day deals from hundreds of your local favorites all week. Order now on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. There are 16,258 in attendance here at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. They have shown up spectacular fashion for college basketball's biggest event. Albury line left, free throw in the air is good. He cans the and one. He has scored the Aggies' last 8 points, but UCLA leads 63-45, 6:43 to go. Bruins up the floor left to right. Andrews, wraparound bounce to Clark. Pinned briefly, left sideline. Passes over. Kobe Johnson, lobs to Bilodeau. Doubles everywhere. Up top, Andrews. Left side, Clark. Aggressive overplays by Utah State. They're trying. But they're swimming against the undertow of the mighty ocean.
Yeah, that's tough because you essentially have 3 guards out there on the floor handling the rock for UCLA.
And an offensive foul as Clark got tied up on that left sideline. So the Bruins give it away.
The foul is on Bilodeau. That's his second. He's fourth.
Foul to Bilodeau, his second. Albury in the front court left, and Jared Calhoun calls timeout. 6:08 to go, 63-45 UCLA. Timeout of the court. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Welcome back. Ball slip 3, missed top of the key. Rebound to UCLA. We're back underway. 5:50 to go, second half. 63-45 Bruins, the gaudy lead on Utah State. The 7's been all over the 10. Kobe Johnson, mid-lane, front court right. Toss right corner, Sky Clark. Up the wing, Daly, lead for Bilodeau. Ball movement brilliant all day for the Bruins. Kobe Johnson, bad pass here, though, taken away by Albury. And he gets hit fouled by Kobe Johnson up the floor. That'll be his third.
Yeah, Albury did a really nice job of jumping the passing lane there and able to get that steal and get out in transition and draw a foul.
It's an 8-0 run for Utah State, championed by Albury. Their first half offense was Falslev. Albury has been their second half offense. Neither has had much help.
Yes, there's no question about it. We talked about the importance of Ian Martinez getting involved in the offense here in the second half. He's 1 of 10. 1 of 10, 0 for 7 in this game. That's the leading scorer for the Utah State Aggies at 17 points a game.
And he has played almost 30 minutes. Entry goes to Templin between the rings. Look left, Drake Allen. Up top, it's Martinez. False left, trying to post against Clark, but Martinez didn't see it. Up fake, dribble, up fake, holding. Toss right for Albury, 16 to shoot. He picks it up, flick left for Allen. Sees the seam and drives, goes right at Kobe Johnson and banks it home.
He's able to find the seam going to his left, hung in the air, felt that body contact, and still had the ability to put it up and in off the glass. Well done.
63-47 to UCLA. Bruin ball. Kobe Johnson outside left. Under 5 minutes. Andrews lead for Bilodeau. Snaps it left for Kobe Johnson. Defended by Templin in space. Picks it up. Daly up top. Hesitant three. Hits heel. Longer board. Tracked down by Clark. It's Bruin ball. He tosses left for Dylan Andrews. Takes a deep breath. Picked up by Falslip, whose intensity has been outstanding. Double team lies in wait. Middle for Bilodeau. Back left side. Bounce down low to Daly. Back in Templin. Spinning ball away on the baseline is good. Tough shot.
Eric Daly has a size advantage on the interior, and they just want to straight post him up. Made a quick move to the baseline and just elevated it over the top and knocked that one down.
Cano to sub in for the Aggies. Falslip outside right. Spinning, splits a double, puts it up a little short. Ripped down by Bilodeau. Bruin ball. Even on the miss, Falslip claps his hand in frustration.
Sure. He's giving it everything he has tonight.
Now for the first time, it feels like the Bruins are bleeding clock consciously.
Yes.
UCLA ball front court right. Dead ball means immediate. Top of the arc. Andrews picks up the pound. Bilodeau trying to carve space. 7 to shoot. Kobe Johnson. Bilodeau screen. Drive left. Bilodeau logo 3. Got it! He was at the first S in madness at midcourt at 68-47.
That was deep.
And Utah State, you can just feel the sense. They're playing hard, but there is a mercy kind of feel at this stage.
That defense has been stout.
Albury, great pass to Martinez, rejected by Kobe Johnson on the left block. And you can see the grimace and the eye roll from Ian Martinez after the play. Lob opposite to Clark, who could have pulled the trigger, and he says, no, let's work clock.
Yes.
Up top, it's Dylan Andrews. Falslip tries to play him tight. Daly comes up to screen. On a switch, he's got Albury. Feed right wing for Kobe Johnson. Hops at the elbow. Lob to Daly. 3 to shoot. Deep contested 3. An air ball caught by Albury before a timer violation. Up the floor. Martinez thought about a transition 3, but he hesitates. Feeds Albury 3 on high. Ugly miss off iron. Ripped down by Daly. Chin and spin. Falslip tried to tie him up. But it's Bruin ball. 2.5 to go. Allen bumping Andrews just inside of midcourt. Clark right corner, again reset. Tick, tick, tick. The Bruins with the big lead. Clark left wing, fire Bilodeau, mid-lane floater, rattles out. Loose ball, Daly has the rebound, bumped and fouled to the floor. Time out of the court, your score, Bruin 68, Aggies 47, 2:07 to go. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. Let's do it again and get vaccinated, because we're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit VaxAssist.com and schedule a vaccine today. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out. so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at Empower.com. Back at Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis, our Westwood One crew. It is 68-47 UCLA, 2:07 remaining in this game. Utah State averages 81 a game. Even when they lose, which isn't often on the year, they're normally in the mid-60s. They haven't scored lower than 61, and that was a win against North Texas in the late stage of November. There's a good chance the Bruins could hold them 30 under their season-long average.
We've talked about quality of threes, right? They're 4 of 31 from three, and this is a much better shooting team. They shoot 37% on the year, 9 made threes per game. But UCLA's defense has impacted that shot quality. And so instead of them getting kick-out threes or transition threes, UCLA has done a great job of keeping them in front, not putting two on the basketball, and limiting the number of wide-open threes that they've gotten in this game.
Foul to Templin before the break, his second. Bruin ball front court right. Perry backs out, and they work clock. The winner takes on Tennessee on Saturday here in Lexington. Mara left of the lane. Great feed at Daly underneath, and he couldn't finish under the rim. Loose ball poked out of bounds by the Bruins. It is Aggie ball.
Yeah, I thought Eric Daly was pushed in the back on that one. What a really nice read. They threw it to Daimara at the foul line area, and Eric Daly was on the backside, and so they just threw a lob, and he went to catch it, and I thought he was pushed in the back, which is why he missed it so severely.
And Mick Cronin asking for the officials, I guess, to take another look. He wants Doug Sermons to come over and chat with him. Tonight's broadcast of the 2025 NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. This is straight about possession here. 68-47 to UCLA, 1:49 to go in the second half. So Sermons and company take a look at the monitor on the far side of the floor, closest to the UCLA bench. We get another look ourselves. Mara was emphatic that he thought it was UCLA ball. As Mara finger grazed it, it clearly changes directions on a touch by Utah State, but Mara's so long. Does he whisper at and touch that ball and have last touch?
Yeah, I didn't think he touched it. I thought that should be UCLA ball. Because to your point, I didn't see the basketball change rotation, slow in rotation. So I don't think they have enough to overturn it, even if they did.
The call on the floor has been reversed. The UCLA basketball.
Yep.
They will not be part of the timeout.
Oh, forgive me. I actually thought the call on the floor was reverse. So, justice is served.
So UCLA does get the basketball. 1:50 remaining, 68-47 Bruins. Inbound to Perry. He begins the dribble. Look left for Stefanovic. You can feel the sense of keep away for the Bruin offense. Mara trying to post. Daly flashes high post. They lob it to him. 6 to shoot. Spin to face. Puts it on the deck. 4 to shoot. Spin move of the lane. Float it right hand. Rattles home. 70-47 UCLA.
Eric Daly's tough to deal with. 6'8", 230. So nimble both off the dribble and with his footwork.
And The matchup with Tennessee could be tantalizing. Falslev was screaming for the ball wide open in the right corner. Acano finally found him with a terrible pass that ricocheted off a leaping Falslev out of bounds.
That play right there is emblematic of the entire second half for Utah State. Open opportunities. The defense of UCLA making what should be an easy opportunity difficult. Ball sails out of bounds.
Clark glides across, 1:07 to go, timer at 20. And the rather purposeful pound, waist-high left hand with the band just below his left elbow. Picked up by Drake Allen, 10 to shoot, they begin in earnest. He gives to Mara, battling Gatoretsi, puts it up with contact, he's fouled. Gatoretzi's got 3.
Adai Mara has come off the bench tonight and shown us a little bit of everything. Rebounding, passing, scoring, shot blocking, and altering shots. He's really had a dominant game for the Bruins.
Now Mara to the line, a 56% shooter on the year. 7 fouls on Utah State. It's a 7-0 Bruin run over a long 3.5+ minutes. So Mara line right, nobody mid lane to help. He shoots 2. First is in the air, flat and good. And Clark subs away. Goes off to a smattering of applause. UCLA puts Jack Seidler into the game. Redshirt sophomore, only playing for the 7th time all year out of Marlboro, New Jersey. Second free throw in the air is good. 9-0 run for the Bruins, a 72-47 lead. Utah State across. Drake Allen, 46 seconds. Aggies haven't scored in 4.5 minutes. Outside right, Jordy Barnes. Crossing over against Kyle. Lead for Cano. He's denied by Kyle. Cano has to track down after nearly losing it out of play. Given brief window by Mara. Drives on the big. Zigzags underneath. Up the grain of the lane. Gives it away to Trent Perry. Well, the Bruins timer off. Get it across and they can hold. Those clad in blue and gold come to their feet on the far side right. And the final dribbles pounded by Seidler. As the last 8 seconds fade away, UCLA trails for only 8 seconds in the game. The UCLA Bruins, back in the big dance, are back in the second round. Mick Cronin's club oust the Aggies of Utah State, 72-47, a defensive clinic for the UCLA Bruins.
Yeah, the 17th most efficient defense in the nation by the Bruins was on point tonight. They took a team in Utah State who averages 81 points per game, folks. 81 points a game. That's 29th in the country and hold them to 47 points. An incredible job by the UCLA Bruin defense.
And so Utah State's year ends at 26-8 as the Aggies get handled rather convincingly. The Bruins get their 23rd win of the year. UCLA has won 12 of 16 games. It'll be UCLA and Tennessee for the second time, the first since the late 70s. That was a Bernard King Tennessee team taking on the Gene Bartow UCLA Bruins. And so UCLA gets the victory, and one of their stars kind enough to join us now as Sky Clark of UCLA joins us. 72-47. The Bruins get the victory. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So LaFonso Ellis getting his own praise here. For you and your Bruins in this game, your defense was just dynamite. That's one of the best rhythm offenses in the country, heavy on threes. How'd you shut them down?
I think that was the whole key going into the game. It was whoever going to be the toughest on defense was going to win. And, we just did everything we could to make their lives miserable and try to make them stay away from running their offense easy.
Scott, early on, Utah State was getting some easy offensive rebounds. Then Coach Cronin put Adai Mara into the game. Talk to us about how he impacts the game for you guys.
I mean, he's a game changer. All season, anytime he's affecting the game, he's 7'3".
Right.
He affects the game in so many ways. He's a great passer. I love playing two-man game with him. He's just an amazing dude, amazing player.
Dylan Andrews had 8 assists. You guys had 22 dimes on 26 made buckets. It felt like a very balanced attack from your offense out there.
Yeah, definitely. We knew they played matchup zone, and they want teams to just dribble side to side. So we knew if we move the ball, get good shots, that we'll get the outcome that we want.
Sky in Martinez averages 17 points a game. He's the leading scorer. You guys hold him to 1 of 11. How are you guys able to do it?
I mean, a lot of film study, and we knew that if we shut down at least one of their best players, that, I mean, it's going to be hard for them to score.
Any early thoughts on facing Tennessee on Saturday?
I mean, we know we got to bring our A game. Today was a great game. We got to move past it, get ready for Saturday, because they're a very tough team, so we're going to have to match their toughness.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Congrats, Sky.
Yes,
Good to see you, kid.
That is Sky Clark of the victorious UCLA Bruins as they best Utah State by a final count of 72-47. That's your final. When we return, we'll have more of the All-State post-game report. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio